two endings, which one is a canon, which one should we go with, which is right, which is wrong, and that's a discussion out there. But when you were writing these endings, what was the first ending you went with, like you wrote, and did one ending ever influenced over the other?
They were written both at the same time. Since the beginning, we knew we wanted two endings with Jennifer. I liked really sad stories, so I know I didn't want any to be really, really good in a way. Like you have some pros and cons in both. As I said, like the fact that there is no dialogue also leaves a lot open to interpretation, and people can project what they want on the ending, and I think it's something that is really, really important. But also, like it's something that we can only do in games, like to give a choice to the player, and it was really crucial for us to. It's an impossible choice, basically. Like it's so complicated. There are so many layers of good and bad in both endings. Ultimately, I think it helps also the player to accompany through the game to like finally take things in their own hand and offer them the possibility to choose how to conclude the story, which is an impossible story. People that are so messed up by grief and a ton of other things that they take very wrong decisions for very good reasons.
It's okay. It's over.
Any other cutscene that you kind of experimented with to do something new that was not done in video games, or just you wanted to do?
I think the endings, probably like both of them, with no dialogue, nothing, just pure imagery and music. I'm sure other games did it. It's rare in video games that you try to transmit every emotion through the acting, the music, the cinematography, rather than dialogue. Especially the ending, I think it was a very bold move that could have gone completely wrong. I'm happy it did not. I really like scenes with very, very little dialogue, like even the gommage, which is one of the most important. There is like literally 2 lines of dialogues in it, because I find it harder but more gratifying to do a scene that transmits a lot with as little dialogue as possible and make all the dialogue through the cinematography and the acting and the lighting and the music.
Is there anything that when you wrote or you had an idea that was good in theory, but when it went to implementation, it didn't really work that way?
One of the best examples is the final dialogue between Verso and Mael. Just before the final choice, I wrote something and I thought it was awesome and very innovative, because I was basically trying to make a dialogue where they don't really listen to each other, and you can feel that in the dialogue. So they talk but don't really answer to each other. Jennifer, with who we co-write everything, she told me, I'm not sure it's going to work. And I was like, no, it's going to work, trust me. And we did the mocap session with it, and I realized that it was awful, like really, really bad.
Okay.
So like, okay, Jen, you were right. It's garbage. So we just rewrote it. The final scene, when you choose the ending of Mael, you have a small scene with Verso and Mael where Verso goes back into the canvas. Like we had an old version that we liked but was not the best. Then we had a new version that the actors learned. So we played the new version during the mocap, and it didn't work at all. Just like during the scene, there was no emotion. And massive props to Charlotte and Maxence, the mocap actors, to this, because I asked them, can you please try to learn the text of the new one, like on the spot, basically? So I gave them like half an hour just to learn the text. There are not so many lines, so it was okay. But we just tried the old one, and it just was 1,000 times better. And I'm very happy we agreed to learn the lines, because it really, I think, saved the ending.